دكتور هذا سؤال من المغرب الشقيق تقول فيه السيدة: ما هو المطلب من قيام الجماعة الإسلامية الأحمدية؟
He said this is a question from Morocco, and the lady said, what is the objective from establishing the Jama'at Islamiyya Ahmadiyya?
This question can be answered in many ways, in fact. First of all, who can establish any Jama'ah among the Muslims except Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? So if this Jama'ah is created because of any tradition of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then the question is invalid, because the one who is the master of Islam, he has created this Jama'at under divine command. And that is the only Jama'at in that case which has authenticity within Muslims. Because all other sects are not created by God directly. All other sects are created against the will of God mentioned in the Quran. This Jama'at is created under the prophecies, according to the prophecies of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that when Muslims will be divided, then a Jamaat will be created by God. Messiah would come, Mahdi would come, etc. All the traditions which relate to advent of Messiah or advent of Mahdi speak of a Jama'ah which is distinct from the rest of scattered herd of Muslims. So if the person who claims to be the Mahdi, the Messiah, is proved to be right in his claim, then he is the only person who is authorized to create a Jama'ah in Islam. Then this Jama'ah is not an addition of a firqa. Firqa is the word applicable to such divided and spread out sects of Islam, none of which can claim that they have been directly created by Allah. There is no evidence whatsoever. So either they must demolish all their separations and call themselves just Muslims, and their views should also be complementary to each other, not divergent from each other. The doctrines should be that of unity, and all the expressions of their doctrines should lead towards unity of Allah. If they can do this, then they have a right to become those Muslims who were created by Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If not, then God has every right, not only right, but He always does so out of His kindness, that He takes the command of religions in His hands, sends someone from Himself, and then a Jama'ah is created. Like Jesus came. What right did He come? The same question can be addressed to Him. When all the people of all the Judaic people were under the command of Torah, what right had Jesus to create a new sect? But did He create a new sect? That is the question. He did not. All the Jewish people, though directly under the command of Torah, were completely divided, broken into sects and schisms, and they had no unity left in them. That is why Jesus was sent, and that is why He created the Jama'ah, which ultimately overwhelmed all the Jewish sects and became the most dominant Jama'ah all over the world. So this is the beginning of that creation of a Jama'ah in Islam, which is bound to follow the history of Christianity in this sense, that if Jesus was sent by God, then His Jama'ah had to become most numerous. And our Jama'at in the last 100 years can be studied from that point of view. This Jama'at started with one, and now it has reached beyond 1 crore, 10 million, and spreading faster and faster. So this is what happened to the early Christianity, but not as fast as it's happened today to us. So these things should be sufficient to satisfy the questioner as to why Ahmadiyya Jamaat was created. Right? Is this the question? Yes.
كان سؤال من أخت من المغرب، وأذكركم بسؤالها تقول: ما هو الدافع وما هي الفائدة من قيام الجماعة الإسلامية الأحمدية؟